And today we got more information about just how contagious the Delta variant really is, especially to children and those who are not vaccinated. Our senior health correspondent, Monica Robbins, explains why.
This COVID is so contagious. Like, you don't understand how much more contagious this is. It is not a matter of if you get COVID, it is a matter of when you get COVID.
Dr. Amy Edwards can't be any more plain than that. The beds at Rainbow were packed with kids fighting RSV, a respiratory lung infection. She fears an impending Delta wave when kids go back to school.
With pediatric hospitals all over the country full of RSV and other respiratory viruses, we don't have room for COVID. And so that's why it's concerning.
As the Delta variant sweeps through the country, mainly impacting the unvaccinated, she worries for those now most vulnerable.
If you look at every single state that is dealing with a Delta variant wave, the first thing you saw was a massive increase in their adult cases and adult hospitalizations. The second thing you saw was a massive increase in their pediatric cases, and then you saw that increase in their pediatric hospitalizations.
Kids under 12 can't be vaccinated yet, and while we know Delta spreads easier, there's much we don't know.
This is not your grandparents' COVID. This is COVID on steroids. We're seeing more hospitalizations. We're seeing people come in sicker.
She's been on the front lines of the pandemic, taking care of sick kids since the beginning. She implores people to get vaccinated and wear a mask.
It is our moral obligation as human beings to protect our children. Every person in this state should wear a mask at all times when they are outside their home.
Now, for perspective, we've had nearly 1,300 kids hospitalized with COVID since the pandemic began, and 7 deaths. However, that was with the old variant. We're starting to see a jump in COVID cases with kids now in Ohio. But as of now, no hospitalizations, and the same can't be said elsewhere in the country. That's why doctors are hoping we all take a preventative approach until these kids can get the vaccine.
We've talked about this before. We're not even traditionally in season, what we would call in season at this point.
That's right. Yeah, cold and flu season, and when these kids go back to school, that's when she fears, a couple of weeks later, we're going to start seeing more and more outbreaks.
Wow. All right, Monica Robbins, thank you.
Sure.